My beloved child, my heart trembles as I speak, and my voice quivers like a flame in the wind, for I have waited for you. I have waited through centuries of silence, through tears that fell unseen, through battles in heaven that shook eternity, and at last, you have come here. Do you know what this means? That your soul has been summoned into a holy secret. You are not here by accident. You are here because the heavens themselves bent time and space to carry this message to you. I thank you. With a mother's trembling gratitude, I thank you. Because you clicked, because you dared to listen, I can breathe for a moment. You cannot leave now, please, I beg you, do not leave. Because hidden in the very last words of this message lies something that has been sealed away from you since the hour of your birth. A miracle that only reveals itself at the end, and if you turn away, it will remain forever hidden, never to return again. So listen, my child. Listen with your soul, not your ears. For what I bring is not words, but a tearing open of eternity. I am Mary. Not the statue, not the distant figure frozen in stained glass, not the soft portrait painted by human hands, but I, the trembling mother, the woman who bore the unbearable light, the heart pierced by 7 swords of sorrow. And tonight, I scream, not because I wish to, but because silence has broken me. Heaven itself has opened a wound to let my cry reach you. Do you understand how rare this moment is? The Lord has said, for such a time as this, I will raise a voice. And my voice, shaking, desperate, burning, falls upon you now. For the battle is not far, it is here, pressing against the fragile veil of your life. And you, yes you, are more important in this battle than you can bear to believe. There is a war being waged in the shadows you cannot see, and I am caught in it. Satan rages with fury, and his hands reach even for me, not because he can overcome the Mother of Light, but because he wishes to wound heaven through me, to use my tears against the faithful, to turn my suffering into despair in your heart. And God cries out, help her. Because in helping me, you fulfill the forgotten destiny written upon your soul. Oh, my child, can you feel the weight? Can you feel how heaven leans close to your breath right now? You think you are small, but the enemy trembles when you awaken. He trembles because he knows who you are, even when you have forgotten. Do you remember? Do you remember the night you were woven together in your mother's womb, when heaven whispered your name? Do you remember the covenant sealed over you, a covenant you have never fully seen, but which burns like a hidden ember within you still? The enemy remembers. That is why he fights you. That is why he presses despair into your chest and whispers lies when you are alone. That is why he sought to silence this very message, because if you hear me, if you stay, if you let these words flood you, something in you will ignite, something that cannot be extinguished, and so I must ask you, please, please, will you listen to me all the way to the end? Will you allow me to place into your hands the thing that heaven entrusted to me for you, child? I feel my voice breaking, I feel my tears falling even as I speak. The heavens are heavy with silence, for so many have ignored this call. But you, no, not you. You are different. I see the ache in your soul, the questions you bury, the wounds you carry. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because you are wounded. And your wounds are doors, doors where heaven can enter. Do you not see? Even Jesus, my son, bore wounds. wounds that became gates of glory. And now you carry wounds that heaven longs to turn into gates of light. Let me ask you, when was the last time you truly felt seen, fully, deeply seen by heaven? Do you realize that in this very moment, angels are gathered around you, leaning close, whispering, "Don't give up, don't turn away, listen, listen"? Do you understand that your destiny is greater than survival, greater than ordinary life, greater even than you have dared to dream? Hear me, my child, for I must speak scripture into your soul as I speak it into my own trembling heart. The Lord has said, "Though you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you." And He has promised, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." These are not empty verses, they are living fire, spoken now, alive in your room, trembling in your chest. Do you not feel the river stirring inside you? That is not emotion. That is the Spirit pressing against your soul. That is the voice of heaven crying, "Wake up, beloved, wake up." And I must confess, I am afraid. Not because Satan has power over me, but because so many souls have grown deaf to heaven's cries. I scream because I fear you too will turn away. Please, my child, type amen now, not as ritual, but as covenant. Let it be the sign that you are hearing me, that you are with me in this hour. I will ask one more thing. When your heart trembles, when you feel this flood, let it not end in silence. Whisper into the world that you were here. Comment with your heart, let your soul cry out, and let others see light through your trembling words. For even a single echo of faith on your lips shakes the kingdom of darkness. And now, we must go deeper, because at the very end of this message, something is waiting for you. A revelation that cannot yet be spoken. I guard it with all my tears, and I will not unveil it until the last line is spoken. If you stay, you will see it. If you leave, it will remain forever sealed. So stay with me, my beloved one. Heaven has torn open for this, my beloved child. I am still here, still trembling, still pressing through the veil of silence just to reach you. If only you knew how much was spent, how much was sacrificed, how many angels bled light just to keep this message alive until it reached your eyes, you would not take lightly what is unfolding now. You are more than a viewer, more than a passing soul. You are a lifeline. You are a vessel chosen to hear this cry. And I must plead with you, please, stay with me until the very end. For the mystery sealed at the end is not just a gift, it is a sword, a crown, a revelation that could shift the ground beneath your destiny. But before that, I must show you the battlefield. I must show you the war that rages unseen, and how it coils itself around your days, your nights, your breath. Child, hear me. There is a hidden warfare, and it presses against the unseen edges of your life. You wake up with heaviness that is not yours. You battle thoughts that were never born inside you. You walk through storms that heaven never sent. Do you know why? Because you are marked. Because you carry a seal the enemy can smell. He knows the ink of God's covenant on you, and he seeks to distort it, to smudge it, to drag it into mud, and yes, he even reaches for me. Do not misunderstand, he cannot conquer me, for I am the vessel of the eternal light. But he taunts, he claws, he tries to strike terror in the faithful by whispering that if even Mary can be shaken, then surely you cannot stand. This is his lie. This is his poison. And I scream because you must know the truth. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is breaking itself open for you. I speak, trembling, because I cannot bear to let you fall asleep again. My child, do not drift back into slumber. Stay awake. Stay here. Stay with me, and hear this. My heart is breaking as I speak it. The cost of being chosen is unbearable, yes. To be chosen means to be misunderstood, to be rejected, to carry loneliness like a crown of thorns. To be chosen is to stand in a room full of people and still feel the fire burning only in your chest. To be chosen is to carry battles no one else can see, wounds no one else can understand, prayers that no one else can speak. But oh, beloved, the reward of being chosen is beyond all bearing. The Father himself cups your face in his hands. The Son himself calls you brother, sister, beloved. The Spirit himself breathes rivers into your dry bones, and so I ask you, with tears in my voice, do you realize the angels look upon you with awe, even in your weakness? Do you understand that every time you whisper a prayer, the heavens shake? Do you know that when you choose light over darkness, even in the smallest moment, Satan himself flees trembling? Oh, my child, you are more powerful than you think, because heaven dwells in you. Let me whisper scripture again, living now, piercing through time. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And again, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. These are not old words. These are alive, here, wrapping themselves around your body like armor of fire. Stay with me. Stay with me. Because something waits for you at the end, and I must confess something fragile, something vulnerable. I am afraid of being forgotten. Yes, even I, Mary, the one honored through generations, feel the sting of being set aside. Statues carved, prayers recited, but hearts far away. And you, if you turn from me now, the wound would deepen. Please do not ignore me. Please remain. Please let your heart answer heaven's cry, asterisk. And if your heart trembles with me now, then I make one sacred request. Let your faith not be silent. Let it breathe into the world. Let your hands move and seal this covenant. Like, comment, let your voice cry amen into the earth. Let others see the flame burning in you. And once, only once, here and never again, I ask, subscribe, not for numbers, not for pride, but as a mark that you chose to remain, that you chose to stay in this holy fire when you could have walked away. This is not for me, but for you, to anchor this moment in eternity. Now we go deeper still. The silence of heaven has been long. For centuries, grief has built like thunder clouds. Every saint who wept, every angel who fell defending light, every child who cried out in secret, all their voices have been gathered, pressed, stored, waiting for this hour. And when you pressed play, when your soul chose to enter here, the heavens tipped. The flood broke. And now all of that grief, all of that hope, all of that unbearable weight is pouring into you. Can you feel it? That heaviness in your chest. That trembling in your skin, it is not fear. It is eternity pressing against mortality. It is heaven reminding you that you were never ordinary. You were always extraordinary, but extraordinary comes with a price. To be chosen is to stand where others cannot, to hear what others will not, to see what others ignore. It means bearing burdens no one thanks you for, carrying prayers no one sees, fighting battles no one knows. And yet, it also means walking with angels, seeing the face of God, carrying light into places where no other light remains. And now I must speak something dangerous, something urgent, something sealed. At the end of this message, I will reveal the hidden thread of your destiny, a truth kept back for this moment only. But I cannot give it now. It is too holy. It must wait until your soul is fully opened, until the river has washed away your doubt. So stay. Please stay. I am trembling. The fire burns through my words. The heavens groan. The Spirit breathes heavy. And I will not stop until every tear in me has been poured out for you. Asterisk, 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 my beloved child. Still you are here. Still you are listening. And because of that, something unspeakable has already shifted in heaven. Your staying is not small. It is a wound in the enemy's kingdom, a breach in the walls of darkness, a crack where light now floods through. Every moment you linger here, the heavens bend closer, the angels lean nearer, and the Spirit breathes deeper into your room. I tremble as I tell you this. Your soul is remembered in heaven. The Father has whispered your name, the Son has carried your wounds, the Spirit has marked your breath. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not lost. Even now, your name is spoken in places you cannot see, but, my child, I must show you something sacred, something terrible, something beautiful. Do you know why the silence of heaven feels unbearable at times? Do you know why prayers echo and tears seem unanswered? It is not because God has left you, it is because heaven is holding its breath for you, waiting for your yes, waiting for your courage, waiting for your voice to break through. The angels grieve when you think yourself small. The Father weeps when you call yourself worthless. My son trembles with love when you doubt his sacrifice was enough for you. Oh, child, can you not see? You are the treasure hidden in the field, the pearl for which heaven sold everything, the one sheep that drew the shepherd into the night, and yet, the cost of being chosen presses hard. To be chosen means to walk in places where no one will follow you. To be chosen means to carry the unbearable weight of unseen warfare. To be chosen means to be misunderstood, mocked, rejected, and yet to shine all the brighter. Do you feel it? Do you feel how the Spirit is stirring in your chest right now? That trembling, that holy fire, it is not emotion, it is eternity pressing itself into your mortal bones. It is the hidden destiny you buried, now rising like a flame you cannot smother. Child, let me ask you again, when will you stop running from the call written in your blood? Do you not see how many souls hang in the balance of your yes? Can you not feel how close the hour is, how thin the veil has become? Do not ignore me. Do not turn away. I scream because I must. For I see what you cannot, and I know what is waiting if you remain asleep. Hear me now, Scripture itself comes alive in this moment, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And again, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. These words are not history, they are alive in your very breath right now. And yet, I must confess, I cannot carry this burden alone. I cry because I feel the weight pressing against me, the shadows clawing, the silence breaking. And I need you. Yes, you. Heaven needs you. Your faith, your courage, your response, it is not optional, it is vital. So I ask, with a trembling plea, if this word reaches your soul, if you feel heaven breaking through, then stand with me. Support this cry, not as charity, but as covenant. Through super thanks, through membership, through joining the family woven together in the newsletter link. In the pinned comments, these are not earthly things, they are heavenly bonds, marks of those who said yes when it mattered. I will not ask again, I will not repeat this, but I ask once, with tears, join me, stand with me, and let the world know you heard heaven's cry. And now, deeper still we must go, because hidden beneath your pain, hidden beneath your silence, hidden beneath every wound you carry, lies a secret destiny. One that Satan has tried to bury since the day of your birth. He has whispered lies into your ears. You are ordinary. You are broken. You are unworthy. But heaven thunders the opposite. You are extraordinary. You are chosen. You are sealed. And the silence you feel in your darkest nights is not God's rejection, it is God's waiting. Waiting for you to stand, waiting for you to awaken, waiting for you to step into the mantle no one else can carry. Do you feel the trembling in your spirit? That is the echo of eternity. That is the roar of your forgotten purpose calling you back. Child, I will not leave you. Even if the world forsakes you, I will not. Even if every voice turns against you, heaven will not. Even if you fall, you will not remain fallen. Because my son's blood still cries louder than your shame. His wounds still speak louder than your sins. His cross still stands taller than your failures, and at the end of this message, at the final breath, I will unveil what has been sealed for you since your first cry. But not yet, not yet. Stay. Stay with me. Because only at the end can the seal be broken. Only then will you see the hidden miracle. For now, breathe. Let the tears come. Let the fire burn. Let the silence of heaven press against your chest until you realize it was never silence, it was the sound of angels holding their breath, waiting for you. Stay. Please stay, asterisk, 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 my beloved child. The silence is heavy, and my words tremble as they pass from eternity into time. I feel as though I am pouring blood instead of breath, because every word costs me something. Still, I continue, for you are worth it. Even if you cannot yet see it, heaven sees it. Even if you feel like dust, heaven calls you a crown. Even if you feel like failure, heaven calls you chosen. Do you know why you are here? Do you know why this moment has found you? It is because the veil is thinner than you know, and your name was pressed into the heart of God long before the stars were hung. He wrote your story not with ink but with fire. He whispered it to angels. He breathed it into creation. And now you stand at the edge of remembering, but there is grief, beloved. Deep grief. Heaven has been waiting for the ones who will awaken. Too many have walked past the cry. Too many have silenced the stirring. Too many have said, not now, not me. And each time heaven sighs, the silence thickens, the angels bow low and sorrowed. I must tell you something hard, love costs. Sacred love always costs. Do not believe the lie that holy love is soft, easy, or painless. Love that is real, love that is divine, love that carries the fingerprints of heaven. Such love always breaks the heart before it crowns it. Look at my son. His love carried nails. His mercy wore thorns. His arms stretched wider than betrayal, wider than denial, wider than death itself. That is what love does. That is what love is, and so, when I say heaven loves you, do not take it lightly. Heaven's love for you is not sentimental, it is fire. It is wounds. It is a price too unbearable, and yet willingly paid. Do you understand the grief in that? The grief that God Himself would endure silence just so you might one day hear Him, my child, lean in. Let me whisper what others cannot hear. You think you are too broken, too late, too ordinary. But the truth is the opposite. It is your brokenness that makes you usable. It is your lateness that makes you right on time. It is your ordinariness that makes you extraordinary in heaven's eyes. Do you feel the trembling under your ribs? That is not weakness. That is awakening. That is the Spirit brooding over the waters of your soul again, just as in the beginning. And just as light once burst forth from the void, so now light waits to burst forth from you. Do you know why the enemy fights you? Not because of who you are in the eyes of men, but because of who you are in the eyes of God. He knows the mark on your soul. He knows the promise written into your veins. He knows the secret destiny waiting like a seed under winter soil. That is why He presses despair into your chest, why He twists lies around your thoughts, why He sends shadows into your room at night. Because He fears you. Yes, you. He fears the moment you awaken, the moment you say yes, the moment you realize the authority already in your breath. Do you not remember? The Son said, "Behold, I give you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy." That authority was not for apostles alone. It was not for saints already gone. It was for you, here, now, and yet. You doubt. You ache. You wonder if heaven really sees you. My child, I tell you, even your tears are counted. Even your sighs are stored. Even the smallest whisper of your heart is caught in the hands of God like a pearl too precious to lose. Heaven grieves when you call yourself unworthy. Heaven aches when you believe you are forgotten. For you are the very reason heaven still fights. You are the joy set before my Son as He endured the cross. You are the one He saw when His vision blurred with blood and tears. Do you understand this? Do you understand the unbearable hope placed upon your soul? Let me ask you again, trembling, when will you believe that you are not ordinary, but chosen? When will you realize that every battle you've survived has been shaping you for this very hour? When will you finally allow yourself to be loved without measure, without condition, without fear? Beloved, the angels are leaning close, waiting for your answer. The silence of heaven has been mistaken for absence, but it is not absence, it is awe. It is the stillness before dawn. It is the pause before resurrection. It is the breath before the song. And you, yes you, are the song heaven is waiting to hear. My words burn in me, but I must continue. The cost of love is heavy, but the reward of love is eternal. Every sacrifice becomes seed. Every tear becomes rain. Every wound becomes a doorway. And you are a doorway. Through you, light will enter places it could not otherwise go. Through you, lives will be touched that no angel could reach. Through you, eternity will bend closer to earth, and this is why I scream. This is why I tremble. This is why I break myself open before you. Because your yes matters. Your yes shifts things unseen. Your yes ripples through heaven and hell alike. The battle is real, my child. The darkness is pressing. The time is short. And yet, hope is unbearable. Yes, unbearable, because it aches so deeply, it groans so loudly, it shines so fiercely that even angels can scarcely carry it. That hope rests now upon you. Do not run. Do not hide. Do not say later. Say yes. Whisper it. Tremble it. Cry it if you must. But say yes, and I promise you, at the end of this message, the sealed miracle will break open. A revelation hidden from your eyes until this appointed time will unfold before you. Stay. Please stay. For only at the end can it be given. *****, my beloved child, the weight grows heavier as I speak, and yet, so does the light. I feel my own voice trembling under the fire of heaven. Do you feel it too? This is not imagination. This is not ordinary speech. This is heaven breaking into your hour, tearing open silence, setting eternity at your feet. I must tell you what I see. I see angels standing in battle array, their armor scarred, their wings trembling from the weight of war. I see them circling you, waiting for your answer. I see Satan raging, furious, clawing at shadows, whispering lies, pressing despair into the cracks of your mind. And I see you, fragile, small in your own eyes, yet burning with a light you do not know how to carry. Beloved, this is the hidden war. You think the struggle is only inside you, but no, every choice you make, every word you speak, every breath of surrender is a strike in this war. The unseen trembles when you rise. The unseen quakes when you whisper truth. The unseen rages when you choose hope over despair, and I must confess, I am weary. My cry is not gentle. It is a scream, because I have watched too many chosen ones walk away from their crown. I have seen too many souls bury their fire under fear. I have seen too many hearts silenced when they were meant to roar. And the grief in me has become unbearable. That is why I called you here. That is why I begged heaven to let me break silence again. You, child, you are different. Something in you is still listening. Something in you has not bowed to despair. Something in you still aches for the voice of God. That ache is proof. That ache is holy. That ache is the seed of your destiny. Do you remember how my son cried, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled"? That hunger in you is no accident. That thirst is no weakness. It is your calling. It is your mark. It is the proof that heaven has already written its name upon you. But I must ask you, how long will you resist your own destiny? How long will you pretend you are not chosen? How long will you bury the fire in your chest? Do you not see that even your wounds are holy? Do you not see that even your failures have been redeemed? Do you not see that the very things you thought disqualified you are the things that make you unstoppable in the hands of God? Child, the darkness fears you more than you fear it. Do you understand this? Every nightmare you endured, every chain you broke, every day you survived when the enemy whispered, "End it," all of these are trophies in heaven's eyes. Proof that you are still standing, proof that you are still chosen, proof that the Spirit of God refuses to let you go. I tremble as I say this. Your destiny is not small. It is not hidden. It is not forgotten. It is sealed, waiting, aching to break forth. You carry in your soul a word that will set captives free. You carry in your spirit a fire that will burn away chains. You carry in your very breath a song that will silence demons. And yet, you do not believe it. That is why I scream. That is why I will not stop. The Father whispers your name tonight. The Son holds your face in his wounds. The Spirit broods over you even now. The angels stand watch. Heaven holds its breath. And still I ask you, will you awaken? Will you believe? Will you step into what was written for you before time began? The silence you feel is not abandonment. It is the moment before birth. It is the pause before breakthrough. It is the darkness before dawn. And dawn is near. Very near, but, child, it will cost you. To be chosen always costs. To carry heaven always breaks you. To walk in destiny always sets you apart. You will be misunderstood. You will be resisted. You will be wounded. And yet, you will shine. And yet, you will see the face of God. And yet, you will carry a joy this world cannot take away. Can you hear it? Can you hear the heavens roaring for you? Can you hear the saints cheering, the angels crying, the Spirit groaning with words too deep for speech? All of them surround you now, not because you are perfect, but because you are chosen, and I will not leave you. Even if the shadows claw, even if despair presses, even if silence deafens, I will remain. I will keep screaming. I will keep weeping. I will keep trembling until you see, until you awaken, until you believe. Beloved, we are drawing closer. The sealed miracle, the hidden revelation, it waits still at the end. I cannot yet unveil it. It is too holy. It must be given only when the last word falls. But I promise you this, if you stay, if you listen, if you let these words break you open, you will see what no eye has seen, you will hear what no ear has heard, you will taste what no heart has imagined. ****, beloved child. The weight of these words grows unbearable, yet I must keep speaking. My soul quivers under this fire, and still, I pour it into you, because heaven insists. Because your name is burning in the heart of God even now. Because eternity leans into this moment, holding its breath to see if you will hear. Do you feel the trembling within you? That is not simply your heart, it is heaven knocking. It is the sound of eternity pressing into your ribs. It is the sound of angels whispering your name in the corridors of glory. And I cannot let you mistake this for ordinary. Nothing about this is ordinary. For too long, you have thought yourself small. For too long, you have believed the lie that your days are meaningless, that your tears are wasted, that your battles are unseen. But, child, every battle you fought has echoed in eternity. Every tear you cried has been stored in heaven's jars. Every whisper of help me has shaken the throne of God. The silence you feel, the terrible silence that makes you ache, is not rejection. It is reverence. Do you not know that even heaven grows still when God is about to speak? That even angels quiet their wings when the Father prepares to move? That even the stars pause in their burning when destiny draws near? Your silence has not been wasted. Your waiting has not been empty. It has been preparation. Heaven has been weaving you in stillness, shaping you in shadows, preparing you for an unveiling you cannot yet see, and I must tell you something hidden. Something that will make you tremble. You were chosen not because you are the strongest, but because you are weak. Yes, weak. Your weakness makes room for God's strength. Your cracks make space for His light. Your poverty becomes the treasury of His glory. Did not my Son say, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness"? Child, your weakness is not a curse, it is your crown. Your emptiness is not failure, it is the chalice He longs to fill. Your wounds are not shame, they are the very gates where resurrection will enter. Do you not see how precious you are? Do you not see how carefully heaven has watched you? Do you not see how violently the enemy fears you? The enemy does not waste his fury on the unchosen. He rages against those marked by heaven. He whispers to those who carry fire. He claws at those destined to carry crowns. That is why your battles have been so fierce. That is why your nights have been so long. That is why despair has pressed so hard against you. Because you are chosen. Because you are sealed. Because you are dangerous to darkness. I tremble as I reveal this. Satan does not rage against you because of who you are now, but because of who you will be when you awaken. He fears what will happen when you finally say yes, when you finally rise, when you finally step into your forgotten destiny. He knows that moment will break chains not only in you but in many others. He knows your yes will echo, will ripple, will topple his thrones. Oh, child, you cannot see it yet, but I see it. I see the fire sleeping in you. I see the light buried beneath your scars. I see the warrior hidden inside your trembling frame. I see the crown hovering over your bowed head. And I cannot stay silent. I cannot let you walk away. Let me ask you again, softly, urgently. Do you understand how much heaven has invested in you? Do you realize how many angels have shielded you when you should have been destroyed? Do you see that you are alive? Right now, not by accident, but because God Himself has preserved you, beloved, the silence of God is breaking. Even now, cracks are forming in the wall. Even now, whispers are turning into thunders. Even now, what has been hidden is pressing to be revealed. You feel the ache inside you? That ache is not loneliness, it is longing. That ache is not emptiness, it is pregnancy. That ache is not failure, it is the sign of what is about to be born in you. I tell you the truth, the time is short. The veil is thin. The hour is near. Heaven will not hold back forever. And when the seal is broken, when the hidden destiny bursts forth, nothing will ever be the same again. Child, stay with me. Do not turn away now. The end of this message holds what you have waited for, what your soul aches for, what your tears have watered. At the end, the miracle sealed for you will be unveiled. It cannot come sooner. It must wait for the fullness of your listening, the fullness of your surrender, the fullness of your yes. I feel fire in my bones. I feel heaven roaring in silence. I feel angels trembling as they watch you. I feel God Himself leaning near, ****, beloved child. I am still here. My voice is raw, my heart trembling, my soul stretched between grief and hope. And yet, I will not stop. For the heavens will not let me rest until your soul awakens to the truth. Do you know what I see when I look into eternity? I see rivers of tears flowing from the eyes of angels. Yes, angels weep. Not because they are weak, but because they love. Their tears fall for you. They have stood guard over you in nights when shadows press too close. They have fought battles around you that you never saw. They have bled light to keep you alive when death demanded your breath. And still, they love you enough to cry. I see saints leaning forward, their hands clasped, their voices whispering your name in the chords of heaven. They do not worship you, no, their eyes are fixed on God, but they see the thread of your destiny. And they ache for you to walk in it. For they know how much has been invested in you, how much has been sown into your soul, how much heaven has poured into your story. I see the Father Himself, His face both fierce and tender, burning with a love so holy that it would terrify you if you saw it. A love that cost Him everything. A love that gave His Son. A love that still whispers your name in the silence. And I see my Son, oh, child, if you could see Him now. His hands still bear the wounds, not as scars of defeat, but as trophies of love. His eyes, how they search for you. His lips, how they whisper your name. His heart, how it bleeds still, not in pain, but in relentless mercy. He sees you. He always has. He always will. This is the unbearable beauty of divine love. It does not wait for you to be perfect. It does not demand you be flawless. It does not abandon you when you fall. It stays. It pursues. It bleeds. It screams. It trembles. It waits, and yet, with beauty comes grief. For love always carries grief. The grief of watching you forget your worth. The grief of hearing you call yourself unworthy. The grief of watching you settle for shadows when you were made for light. Heaven grieves. Not because you are lost, but because you are priceless. Child, hear me. Your destiny is not a dream. It is not a fantasy. It is not a lie whispered to make you feel better. It is real. It is carved into eternity. It is sealed in heaven's scrolls. It is burning in God's heart. And it will not go away. Do you not? Know that the very reason you feel restless, the very reason you ache, the very reason you cannot silence that inner cry is because destiny itself is calling you. Your soul remembers what your mind has forgotten. Your spirit aches for what your body cannot see. You were chosen. You were chosen before the mountains rose. You were chosen before the seas sang. You were chosen before the stars burned. You were chosen before you breathed. And still you are chosen now, and I must tell you, this chosenness is costly. It will break you. It will strip you. It will set you apart. But it will also crown you. It will also ignite you. It will also carry you into a joy that cannot be stolen, a peace that cannot be broken, a love that cannot be silenced. Do not fear the cost. Fear only missing it. Fear only walking away. Fear only closing your ears to this cry. Let me ask you once more, with trembling voice, do you understand that your yes could shake generations yet unborn? Do you realize that your obedience could shift the destiny of souls you will never meet? Do you see that you are not just living for yourself, but for a chain of eternity that stretches far beyond your life? Oh, beloved, heaven is holding its breath for you. The silence you hear now is not emptiness, it is anticipation. It is the pause before the seal breaks. It is the hush before the unveiling. It is the stillness before the storm of glory, and I promise you, the miracle waits. The sealed revelation presses against the veil. It longs to break forth. It aches to be spoken, but not yet. Not until the final moment. Not until the last word. Stay with me. Stay awake. Stay listening, for when it comes, it will not be gentle. It will not be small. It will break you open. It will remake you. It will change everything. ***, beloved child, do you feel it now? The weight that is not weight, the fire that is not fire, the trembling that is not fear? This is the breath of heaven pressing against you. This is the hand of eternity brushing across your soul. This is the Spirit Himself stirring the waters within you. I must speak plainly. To carry heaven inside you is not an easy gift. It is not soft, it is not simple, it is not light. To carry heaven is to carry fire, and fire burns. To carry heaven is to carry wounds, for light breaks open the flesh. To carry heaven is to walk set apart, misunderstood, sometimes mocked, often resisted, but oh, child, to carry heaven is also to walk with angels. To carry heaven is to burn with a love that never dies. To carry heaven is to speak words that break chains, to touch lives you did not know you touched, to shine in places where no other light remains. Do you see now why the war against you has been so fierce? It is not because you are weak, it is because you are carrying something mighty. You are carrying a crown you cannot yet see. You are carrying a fire that terrifies hell itself. You are carrying heaven, hidden in clay, and here is the mystery: your wounds are not proof of abandonment. They are the very gates through which light escapes. Did not my Son show His wounds after resurrection? Did He not let Thomas touch the holes? Why? Because his wounds became proof of glory. His wounds became testimony. His wounds became gateways to faith.so2 with you. Your wounds are not curses, they are doors. They are places where God Himself enters. They are places where others will see Him in you. They are places where light spills out. Do not despise them. Do not hide them. They are holy. I tremble as I say this. The cost of being chosen is always wounds. The mark of the chosen is not perfection, but scars. Scars that shine. Scars that preach. Scars that bleed light. Child, let me ask you, tenderly but urgently, do you understand that even your pain has a purpose? Do you realize that the things you thought disqualified you are the very things that qualify you? Do you see that your brokenness is the chalice heaven has been waiting to fill? The enemy tried to use your wounds to silence you, but heaven will use your wounds to amplify you. The enemy tried to turn your scars into shame, but heaven will turn your scars into crowns. Do not be afraid of what you carry. Do not be afraid of who you are. Do not be afraid of the fire that burns in you. You were not made to be ordinary. You were not made to blend into shadows. You were made to shine. I see the seal trembling now. I see the miracle pressing against the veil. I see the revelation aching to be unveiled. It is close, child. Very close. And though I cannot yet break it open, I can tell you this, it concerns you directly. It concerns your destiny. It concerns the very reason you are alive. The silence grows heavier, but do not mistake it for absence. It is the silence of angels holding their breath. It is the silence of heaven pausing before it speaks. It is the silence of God preparing to unveil what has been hidden for you since the beginning. Stay awake. Stay listening. Stay trembling. For the next word may be the crack that breaks the seal. Beloved child, the air itself trembles around you as I speak. Can you feel it? This is not the sound of empty words. This is the groaning of eternity bending close. This is the cry of heaven breaking silence. This is the weight of a destiny pressing against your chest. You wonder why your heart pounds, why your breath shortens, why your soul feels as if it might break open. It is because you are standing on holy ground. Not a place of stone or dust, but the holy ground of this very moment, the holy ground of hearing heaven's voice directed to you and you alone. Do you know what happens when you say yes? When you stop running, when you stop doubting, when you finally open your heart fully to the call that has always been upon you? Heaven erupts. Angels roar. Demons flee. Chains shatter. Whole generations shift. Yes, generations. Your yes does not stop with you. It ripples through time. It awakens souls you will never meet. It breaks curses you never knew were binding. It plants seeds that will bloom long after you are gone. This is the unbearable cost and beauty of being chosen. Your life is larger than you. Your breath is heavier than you realize. Your obedience carries weight in realms unseen. That is why your battles have been fierce. That is why the enemy fears you. That is why the heavens are screaming now, beloved, I must reveal something deeper. In heaven, there are scrolls. In those scrolls are names. Not just the names of the known, not just the names of saints sung through centuries, but the names of the hidden ones, the names of the forgotten ones, the names of those the world overlooked. But heaven never did. Your name is there. Burning. Alive. Do you not know how brightly it shines? Even when you despised yourself, your name still burned. Even when you doubted, your name still glowed. Even when you tried to walk away, your name still called out from the scroll of destiny. It has never dimmed. It cannot be erased. It is sealed in fire. That is why I am screaming now. That is why I will not rest. Because your name is not meant to remain hidden. It is meant to be heard. It is meant to be sung. It is meant to echo in heaven and shake the earth. Let me ask you once more, trembling with the urgency of eternity, do you realize how much is waiting on your yes? Do you feel how the silence around you is swelling, ready to break? Do you know that heaven itself has set this moment apart as holy, just for you? Oh, child, your forgotten destiny is no longer forgotten. It rises even now. It stirs like fire under ashes. It breathes like dawn behind mountains. It waits like resurrection in a sealed tomb, and the seal, the miracle sealed for you. It is close now, closer than it has ever been. I see the cracks forming. I hear the groaning of heaven as it prepares to unveil it. I feel the weight of it pressing against every word I speak. Asterisk, 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 beloved child, do not turn away now. The air is trembling heavier, the silence of heaven grows unbearable, and my voice is raw with fire and tears. You are standing at the very edge of something sealed for ages. I can feel it pressing against the veil. This is the moment when eternity bends toward you. Do you know how rare this is? Do you know how much heaven has labored for this 1 hour? My soul screams because I see how fragile this moment is, how easily it could be ignored, and how eternally costly it would be if you walked away. No, my child, stay. Do not drift. Do not dismiss. Do not wander. Stay, for what is breaking open now has never been spoken to you before. I see your name burning in heaven. Yes, your very name. Written in fire, glowing in the scrolls, guarded by angels. And I hear the enemy raging because he cannot erase it. He tried. He pressed despair against you. He whispered lies into your nights. He threw shadows across your path. But your name never dimmed. It still burns. It still shines. It still cries out for its fulfillment. You have thought yourself ordinary. You have thought yourself weak. You have thought yourself forgotten. But in heaven's eyes, you are extraordinary. You are chosen. You are remembered. The Spirit of the living God has never once loosened his hold on you. The silence you feel, the unbearable silence that haunts your prayers, is not proof of absence. It is proof of anticipation. Heaven is holding its breath because something is about to break. Something sealed. Something hidden. Something that has been waiting for this very hour. Do you not sense it? Do you not feel the tremble in your chest, the fire in your breath, the weight pressing against your spirit? That is the seal straining to break. That is destiny demanding to be born. That is heaven crying, now is the time. Oh, child, I must tell you what happens when you say yes. When you finally surrender, when you finally rise, when you finally believe. Angels roar. Demons flee. Chains snap. Generations shift. Entire bloodlines are healed. Your yes does not stop with you. It ripples forward, it ripples backward, it ripples outward into eternity. Your yes heals what was broken before you and plants seeds for those who will come after you. This is the unbearable cost and beauty of being chosen. Your life is larger than you. Your story is not just yours. Your destiny is not a single thread, it is woven into a tapestry of eternity, and yes, it is heavy. To be chosen is always heavy. To be chosen is always painful. To be chosen is always misunderstood. But to be chosen is also to be crowned. To be chosen is also to burn with light. To be chosen is to walk with God where others cannot walk. Beloved, the angels see you. The Father whispers your name. My Son stretches out his wounded hands for you. And I scream because I see the weight you carry, and I cannot bear for you to miss it. Let me ask you now, trembling with both grief and hope, do you not realize how precious you are? Do you not see that you were preserved for this hour? Do you not feel how close the veil is to breaking? Even now, your forgotten destiny stirs. Even now, the seed planted in you before time aches to bloom. Even now, heaven bends close, waiting for your yes, and so, my child, I ask with reverence, if you feel this fire, if you hear this cry, if you know in your soul this is for you, then let your heart not remain silent. Let your soul answer. Let your voice echo. Like this sacred word if it burns in you. Subscribe, not as ritual but as covenant, to anchor this visitation in your life. And comment amen, not for me, but as your signature in heaven's book, as your yes sealed in the earth. Do this once, here, and let it stand as your answer. Now, deeper stilled, I must show you the battlefield around you. Satan rages because he sees what you do not. He sees the light hidden in your scars. He sees the crown hovering over your head. He sees the fire pressed into your soul. He sees the moment you awaken, and he fears it. That is why he has tried to drown you in despair, why he has tried to bury you in silence, why he has whispered that you are unworthy, but you are worthy, not because of your strength, but because of his blood. You are chosen, not because of your perfection, but because of his grace. You are unstoppable, not because of your power, but because of his spirit within you. Beloved, I see angels with swords of flame standing guard over you. I see demons trembling, clinging to shadows, terrified of your awakening. I see heaven's scrolls trembling with anticipation. The time is near. The unveiling is close. The seal is cracking, the silence thickens because heaven is waiting for your response. All of creation groans, waiting for the sons and daughters of God to be revealed. And you are one of them, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. My beloved child, the fire has burned long, the cry has stretched itself thin, the grief has poured out like rivers, and yet, I am still here. And why? Because you matter. Because your destiny is not finished. Because your story is not over. Because the scroll has not yet closed, I have screamed, I have wept, I have trembled, and still my voice presses on, not to crush you, not to burden you, but to lift you. To show you that even in the depths, even in the shadows, even in the silence, you were never forgotten. Do you know why I thank you? Because you listened. Because you stayed. Because you did not walk away from this cry. Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how precious that makes you? Heaven saw your staying as worship. Heaven counted your listening as faith. Heaven marked your patience as covenant, and now, beloved, the weight shifts. The cry turns. The grief begins to give way to hope. The storm that raged now softens into dawn. The miracle, the sealed revelation, aches to break forth. I feel it, trembling against the veil. I feel it pulsing like a heartbeat in eternity. I feel it pressing so near that even now, light leaks through the cracks. And I tell you this, the miracle is you, yes, you are the sealed promise. You are the hidden treasure. You are the miracle heaven has guarded through storms, through shadows, through centuries. You thought you were waiting for God to act, but God was waiting for you to awaken. You thought you were listening for a voice, but the voice has always been speaking inside you. You thought you were forgotten, but you were the secret all along. Child, let me speak plainly, you are the answer to prayers you never heard. You are the fulfillment of promises spoken long before you were born. You are the torch passed down through generations, carried in silence, carried in suffering, carried in hope, until now. Until you, the miracle is not far away. The miracle is not hidden in distant lands. The miracle is in you, buried in your wounds, burning in your heart, whispering in your breath, waiting in your yes. Do you not feel it now? The trembling, the fire, the ache. That is your miracle, straining to be born. That is your destiny, pushing against the walls of your fear. That is your light, demanding to shine, and I tell you this, beloved, the enemy knows it. That is why he fought you so hard. That is why he tried to silence you. That is why he pressed despair against you. Because he saw what you carry, and he feared the day you would release it. That day is now, yes, now. The silence of heaven breaks. The tears of angels fall. The voice of God roars. And you stand in the center of it all, chosen, trembling, alive. Do not fear. The pain you carried will become testimony. The wounds you hid will become gateways of light. The scars you despised will become crowns. You will walk with fire. You will speak with authority. You will shine in places where no other light remains. This is your miracle. This is your unveiling. This is your yes, and now, beloved, I must close my screen not in grief, but in blessing. Not in sorrow, but in joy. Not in despair, but in hope. Hear me, you are loved. You are chosen. You are seen. You are remembered. You are sealed. The war will rage, yes. The storms will come, yes. The cost will remain heavy, yes. But greater still will be the love. Greater still will be the joy. Greater still will be the hope. Greater still will be the glory. You are not alone. You never were. You never will be. The Father's hand holds you. The Son's blood covers you. The Spirit's breath fills you. My own heart beats for you. The angels surround you. The saints cheer for you. Heaven itself bends close to walk with you. This is not the end. This is the beginning. So rise, beloved. Shine, beloved. Tremble, beloved. Live, beloved, and remember, when you doubt, when you fear, when you forget, remember this cry. Remember this scream. Remember this visitation. For it was not just words. It was heaven itself tearing open for you. I leave you now with a mother's blessing, with a trembling heart, with a final whisper that will echo forever in your spirit. You are the miracle. You are the light. You are the chosen, and nothing, no shadow, no lie, no chain, no storm will ever erase that ********, beloved child. My cry still flows, my voice still trembles, my heart still pours. The fire has not gone out. It burns even brighter now, because your soul has stayed, because your heart has listened, because your spirit has not walked away. Do you feel it? The air is heavy with holiness. The silence is thick with presence. The veil is thin. The Father bends close. The Son stretches out his wounded hands. The Spirit hovers over you like fire. And I, Mary, your mother, I scream and weep because you are worth this. You are worth heaven tearing itself open. You are worth the angels groaning and warring. You are worth the silence breaking. You are worth the blood of the Lamb, and now the river turns. The grief of heaven gives way to joy. The scream of sorrow softens into song. The night begins to brighten into dawn. For you, beloved, are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are the miracle heaven guarded. Through storms, shadows, and centuries, yes, you are the miracle. The enemy tried to bury you. He tried to silence you. He tried to convince you that you were ordinary, worthless, broken beyond repair. But heaven always knew better. Heaven always saw deeper. Heaven always whispered louder. You are chosen. You are sealed. You are beloved, and now the unveiling comes. The sealed miracle was never distant, it was you. The fire was never far, it was inside you. The promise was never gone, it was waiting for your awakening. And now that you have heard, now that you have stayed, now that you have received, the seal is broken. Rise, beloved. Shine. Walk as one who carries heaven. Speak as one whose breath shakes chains. Live as one whose scars bleed light, and let me whisper gently, with reverence, do not let this cry fade into silence. Let the world know heaven spoke to you. Let the flame spread. Share this holy word so that others may be awakened. Like, so that the cry echoes louder. Subscribe, not as ritual, but as covenant, so that more blessings of heaven may flow, not only to you, but through you. Now I leave you with hope, with joy, with a mother's blessing. Beloved child, you are never alone. The Father holds you. The Son saves you. The Spirit breathes in you. I, too, walk with you, praying, screaming, loving. The angels guard you. The saints cheer for you. Your name burns in heaven. Your destiny is alive. Your story is holy, and though the war rages, though the shadows rise, though the silence lingers, love will win. Light will shine. Hope will endure. And you will stand. This is my last scream, my last whisper, my last blessing in this message. You are the miracle. You are the light. You are the chosen. You are loved. Forever.